And I'm your host, Ralph.
I'm Billy.
And we are
R&B Breakdown.
And we're live.
R&B Breakdown, episode 2.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for showing up again. Round 2. So we're going to jump right into it.
Yeah.
GSP retired.
Yeah, he's done. Hung
George
up the belt.
Rush St. Pierre.
He's rushing to that tropical island and going to have like a margarita or something. Them hot bitches. That's what he's doing.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I would be doing.
Why not, man? He's made the money. I mean, who says it all the time? Dana White says it all the time. He's loaded. Doesn't have to worry if he wants to walk away and he's got his mind right. Walk away.
For sure. And that's
Lennox Lewis did it in boxing.
Yeah.
You know, after he beat everybody, Tyson included. You know, so why not George St. Pierre? Let him walk off and him not end up like Muhammad Ali, and we can have him till he's 70. You know.
And then he's got 15 title defenses back to back. I mean, come on, that's a true champ.
You can't get better than that, dude. I mean, you can, but you know where I'm going with that.
But for sure, he lost. You check out our blog, you can see a picture of GSP's swollen head.
Yeah, you see a lot of swollen shit. Doesn't mean it got beat up. That's the whole point. They get beat up. He was standing. He was there. He took him down in the first. He took him down in the fifth. And hey, just because his face looks like a bowl of mush, doesn't mean that he lost.
GSP has said that he is very good at not getting hit, and all he did was get hit in that fight. Yeah.
Well, he still lost the fight. Hendricks lost the fight. No matter what you say,
See?
Hendricks lost the fight. GSP won that fight, fair and square, 5 rounds. Doesn't matter where you're at. Don't leave it to the judges.
Yeah,
Hendricks
that
left it
was
to the
bad
judges.
leaving it to the judges. But definitely, I can't wait to see Hendricks and Robbie Lawler go at it. Robbie had a great fight. So, I mean, I think they're 2 good guys to fight for that belt.
In March is when that's going to happen. And I actually watched something today on Jimi Hendrix, who said right after the fight, right even before the actually it was after the post-fight press conference, that he said, all the 170 pounders, I want you to know it. That's my belt GSP's walking around with. You know what? It's not your belt. Now you got to earn it.
It's nobody's now,
nobody's
right?
belt.
It's up in the air.
He said it was yours. It ain't yours. And when Robbie Lawler might beat him up, I don't know who on that fight yet. I'm not ready to pick.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, Hendricks has got some hands, dude.
Watch the news and the interviews work up to that fight.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta do your research before you do your picks, of course. You know,
Right. Speaking of picks, we're going to get on that topic here in a little bit. I had some good numbers. I made $2 this week. I'll tell you how.
Money's flowing. Watch out.
Yeah, so.
And then we have the fights coming up, man. I mean, the fights that just happened. We got fights coming up, yeah. The
fights that came and gone. UFC Fox 9, the fight that just happened here, that was Johnson, the champion, versus Benavidez, the challenger, this is the second time they fought. And seeing Johnson go in there and just fight, dude.
That was an amazing fight.
Before the fight, let's talk about how we both thought that the camera was going to end. Like, not the camera, the recording. Because Fox needs to fix their fucking... the way they schedule this shit. Don't put all these commercials to where you push the fight into the next hour of some show. By the way, it's your own fucking show. But, dude, it's just stupid. I'm happy that Johnson knocked him out in the first round. Because otherwise, my DVR wouldn't have caught it, and we'd be searching on the internet to try and find where
Exactly.
it is.
We were like, it's not gonna end. It's gonna end, and we're like, no, we have to fix it.
I'm glad we didn't fast forward to see. But hey, it worked out. Johnson won. You wanted Benavidez. I wanted Johnson.
Yeah, I lost that one. I was really wrong. I thought Benavidez was gonna knock out Johnson, but no. I mean, it was close. Well, Benavidez was swinging, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But he got caught with the uppercut.
No, Benavidez is throwing with right, and Johnson came in with a sneaky under right.
They're about the
and
same.
Just caught him.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, which we watched an instant replay like 7 times, was him after he hit him and then just fell on him and just 4 more before.
So fast, and how fast between the hit to knock them down, and then Johnson was on top of Benavidez, hitting him within milliseconds.
4 hits.
Like,
and the ref couldn't stop him in enough time. The ref took like 2 steps and he was 3 punches in.
Definitely, that was great. It was a great fight.
Yeah, dude, Mighty Mouse is the man, dude. I'm always a fan of that guy.
Yeah, and then Faber, California
Faber.
Kid,
Sat
came out
down.
on top. I lost that one too.
Keeping it real.
Yes, that was a very good fight for him.
Faber actually got a very nice choke, and
He won submission of the night.
submission. Yeah, there you go. And that type of choke that he grabs is something that he's really good at. I can't think of the name right now. It's weird.
Was it the guillotine choke?
No.
No, it was,
It's a crazy choke. It's I know.
He ran up for that.
Two arms on over and one under, and it's kind of a neck crank too because it really is a guillotine choke, but it's just a weird way that he goes for it because the guy's neck is stuck under.
Okay.
So
Well,
I could
good
know what I'm
watch.
talking about. I could not know, but there's a name there. I don't know what the fuck it is.
He choked him and he won.
Well, especially in Sacramento, dude. He just, I mean, the whole place erupted. And I'm from Sacramento, so I know the way that they get excited over something because nothing ever happens there. So, you know, it's that type of excitement.
Well, that's like
holy shit.
everybody's got their hometown they're proud of, you know?
Yeah.
Well, mostly everybody.
We're going on to Mendez-Lentz. Mendez actually won that fight, and that was for a decision against Lentz. That was a
Yeah.
good fight.
Yeah, he worked on the whole time. He did very, very well on that.
Yeah.
So.
I'm actually Lozon versus Danzig. Yeah, Lozon won by decision. I won that one too. And then McGee versus LaFleur, Ryan LaFleur. That was a decision, and actually McGee lost that decision, which I agree with 100%. Healy lost to Bob Green. One I was going to bring up is Jorgensen versus Makowski. Yeah, Makowski. It was a decision. Jorgensen lost. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't get to watch that one.
Oh yeah, that was the undercut. Anyways, moving on. So there's our picks. We did good.
Now, we have a problem with football music
I
on
can't
Fox.
stand that shit, dude. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, during a UFC fight. I mean, yes, it's Fox, it's understandable, but they play it during football games.
Dude, don't give me that Sunday
No.
fucking sound. I hate that. I don't watch
You don't
football,
either.
and that's part of the reason I don't. Is because every time I come in, you got your stupid music and your robots, and you just. Fox is so lazy. They took the same platform and used it for UFC, and the UFC should have more fucking
Their own
They should have
shit.
more steam from them for their own company to say you're not going to use that music with my type.
I
of
can almost guarantee you that shit was in the contract.
Yeah.
When they signed up. That UFC, that Fox uses their music and their choice of music and stuff.
I always wanted to see the robots fight though. I am okay with them keeping the robots. The robots is pretty badass. They just need to do different moves, not the same freaking thing every time. All they do, the same every time you come back, it's like the robot takes the other robot down.
Oh.
They need to do arm bars or something. Just
Like
make
the
the robots.
opening to UFC pay-per-views.
Yeah.
They're breaking through walls and just
Yeah.
slamming through the floor and everything.
And they show that in the
it's
beginning too on the
good.
Fox 9s,
Good.
but they don't give it the glory it needs. And, excuse me, when you go to the fight, I showed it to you. Remember that Bubba O'Reilly song and the whole
Yeah, you
guy
can see
is-
that on Sacktown G or YouTube.
Yeah, we'll post the link. It's I would love to see something like that. Give us something nostalgic. Don't give us a stupid.
I want to be on my feet before the fighters are fighting.
Yeah,
You know,
There's a-
I mean, they need that cable, that Fox, because if you know the history of UFC, which I know you do, well, I mean, hopefully
20
you guys
years.
don't know.
in.
Yeah, and if you watch that 20 years of UFC, you would notice that they were struggling to get on cable. You know, they wanted to get on cable, and it wasn't all about pay-per-views. They give us some free fights, and they are doing great with that. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Their free fights, and their cards are good. You know, their free fight cards.
On that note, the UFC coming up on the 28th, Silva versus Weidman.
Yeah.
The true champ,
And
get his
Tate.
belt back.
Misha Tate and Ronda Rousey. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, dude, Tate, I hope she whoops that ass. What I was going to say is that they're charging $5 more for this fight, so now it's $59 for the high def instead of $55. So,
I wonder if it's because two championship fights.
yeah, Dana White was saying in the post fight press conference, he was like, the only reason they're doing it is because some guys in his office got together and said it'd be a good idea because it was that big of a super fight.
Yeah.
And so they said, well, what do you think? Because you said it yourself. Right after you said that you're raising the price, the economy's not getting any better. So what are you expecting people to do to buy your fights more? And he said, invite another buddy over. That's it. Get one more guy over, tell him pitch in $5. There you go. And it's like, he's right, but it's also
True.
a jerk move. You know, but then again, he did just give us 3 free UFCs in a row, and then jacked one up. And he said it's only for that one. It's not going to be for the rest of the year. It's just, but I'm sure later down the road.
I don't know. Yeah, that usually you do it once, you know, you're gonna want to do it again. You're like, oh look, I made that much more with that.
Yeah,
extra
$1.
$5.
Well, $1 times, let's say 100,000 people who come see it or to watch it. So if you raise it $1, you get 100 grand more. You get 5, and there's going to be people. This fight is big enough where it's worldwide. Worldwide, they're going to make $5 extra times $1 million. So that's an extra $5 million easily.
They're saying with the fight card with Hendricks and Lawler, that's going to be a double headliner.
A double championship
yeah,
fight.
Double championship. Yeah. So we'll see if they try and do it again right there. If that is a double championship.